Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Jamor National Stadium, tucked into the trees to the west of Lisbon for this second round match for these two sides in the 2021 Rugby Europe Championship. It is Portugal against Romania. My name is Nick Heath, joined by former England Sevens captain and Newcastle Falcons man, Rob. And, well, it is a lovely spring day in southwest Portugal, getting up to around 16 degrees. Two teams, Rob, who, despite both losing last week, showed they like to try and play.
They did indeed, Nick. Two teams have come out with immediate statements about how well they've trained this week, how prepared they are, and how each have very different styles, trying to combat and get their own take on the game. Very much a case of the Portuguese lightweight but fast, and the Romanians looking to outpower with their sizable frames of men.
If you missed last week's matches, Portugal gave tournament favourite Georgia a scare, leading 13-10 at half-time before succumbing 29-16, while Romania scored a try in Sochi against Russia to take the lead, only to be defeated 18-13, largely down to their own indiscipline, it has to be said. His team known as Os Lobos, the Wolves. Romania, known historically as the Oaks. We are just a couple of moments away from the start of this one, but of course first formalities in the form of the Anthems.
Para estes jogos da seleção portuguesa.
Well, they may not be proud. They're doing absolutely everything they can to feel like they are singing at the top of their lungs. Portugal then making 3 changes since last week, strengthening their front row, and at number 8, Thomas Appleton, the captain, with winger Marta in fine try-scoring form. 7 of the starting 15 plying their trade in France. Of course, coached by Patrice Legisque as well. Looking at the Romania starting 15, head coach Andy Robinson makes 5 changes. Also in the pack, 1, 3, 4, 6 and 7 are all refreshed. The late change yesterday with captain Mihai Makove was born. Van Heerden stepping in as Gorin takes on the skippering duties. And Kapatsina celebrating the 50th cap. The back lines, both teams, are unchanged. Our referee is top 14's Luke Ramos. Also performs on the European Challenge Cup circuit. It is 21st in the world, hosting Romania, who are in 19th.
Captain.
Both tasted defeat last week in the opening match of the 2021 Rugby Europe Championship. One of these teams will taste victory this afternoon. Portugal, of course, who beat Romania last year. The Oaks will be out for revenge.
Use it, 9!
Portuguese scrum half is to get a deep line clearance here. And he's had no problem with that. Was certainly one of the brightest players from last week.
There's a player to watch, isn't he? Going to be a lot of mentions today. Marques, the 9 for Portugal, so French in the way he plays the game, controls the game well with his boot. For anyone that plays in the football team know how inspirational these players can be.
Now, 50th cap for him.
One, move! Move one!
Being played through the Oaks as Romania in that corner through in that.
Entry. One red.
There was entry at the side as the Maul tried to get on the line out.
This is one area to really focus on for the big men up front. The driving ball are a weapon you can see coming in from the side. Never get away with that. Fernandez not really discreet now he came in, especially when you're that big. And this will be a case now of the Oaks, as they're known, to get their roots in.
One. Keep your bind. Gardez votre liaison, s'il vous plaît.
Romania, who conceded 16 penalties against Russia last week, they first one of the game going their way, straight into Portugal territory they go. Portugal will know that they've already given one away coming in at the side here, and Romania really getting going. Now falling at the side, but Roshan, who's in there, no, the starting lineup. Replacing in Pinescu, who scored the try for Romania, an opener in the game against Russia last week, and now it's getting plenty of movement, still going on a diagonal. Now the penalty is brought, as the ball is brought down. And said Asian Kapatsina name enough times as he tries to thrust again now. Put a little bit of width on it, all floated over the top. Oh, it couldn't quite be held.
No advantage.
Judah Boldor knew that there was a penalty advantage being played.
5 red, please.
And
number 5.
Well, it's a slightly tricky one to take on the wing, perhaps.
Please come here. And captain. It's a cynical infringement. You collapse the ball.
You knock me. Involved in the early stages. Last week's game.
5. On the line, please. On the line.
He's already had a yellow card, in fact. It is Jose Ravelo de Andrade.
Stay on the line,
his
please.
marching orders for, well, it's got to be the right call, really. Going down the Maul in that area of the field with Romania having so much weight behind it. Maybe a first chance for points on the board for Florian Vlaicu, and this could be an historic moment. 998 points in test matches for Florian Vlaicu. This for him to join a rather elite club. Vlaicu slot a three-pointer, which sees him break the 1,000 point mark in Test match rugby. Becomes just the 7th player to do so. Dan Carter, Johnny Wilkins, Neil Jenkins, Ronan O'Gara, Owen Farrell, Diego Dominguez, the exclusive club to which he has just become a gold card member. Romania coming back up short side.
Stay. Use it, 9. Stop, 2.
Under that. Good contestable kick for the scrum half. Might be held by Honor 2. He'd love to have had the chance to get away, but...
What a shame. That would have been great to see him in that broken field play. You see how well he climbs in the air. He gets both hands to it, but unfortunately can't quite hold.
Boss 2, stay calm, please.
Unfortunate. It's exactly what you want to do. Back up the great work already, and how good is that? Celebrate as a team and achievement of 1,000 test points. Bit of a technicality, but he'll take it.
To left, please.
126 cap on Vlaicu.
Listen, my call, please.
Romania as well. Our player is
return to stability between each.
Been a mainstay of the side for a long time.
Crouch!
Fair amount of energy coming from Turugiu into his front row there, wasn't there?
Set!
Geeing up his forwards, but they go to ground, and it will be Portugal who get the penalty, and they tap and go. They are very wary of the Romanian threat up front. They will want to try and find a bit of space. They haven't got the biggest back line, but they are fleet of foot. So if they can find themselves in a bit of space, that's where they feel they can try and cause some problems this afternoon. It was the carry from João Granate, but he's bundled into touch.
Well, the words Randy Robertson midweek about how he's been getting the forwards up for it, you can tell just from that scrum alone, getting whacked on the back. Shows that these big men really are up for it. It's a lovely technical tackle, getting nice and low, and then a bit of help coming in. From the sizable frame, Chirka, he did the rest for him.
Yeah, Honor 2.
Stealth mode in his hat.
Okay.
Civica coming in to do the rest.
Stay.
Turugiu. The forwards involved.
Use it!
Romania leading. 3 points to 0. Oh, now was there a bit of contact with Rafael Storti in the air?
Contest in the air.
Chance for the Portuguese to send the ball back down the line, and Rodrigo Marta, who is trying to find some room, and we're coming back for the penalty. There was that contact in the air. It was a good spot by Luke Ramos.
We'll always just hold the breath at this moment. You see so many times the world over how these can end in significant.
Keep control, please.
Cards. You see, you have to be seen to compete. Both be going for the ball, and if you're not, just stay out of that zone.
It was almost as if Honor 2 recognised that as soon as he jumped into that shoulder, he needed to just stay whiter than white to make sure it was a penalty only. Certainly contact in the air. It's allowed Portugal to clear.
Wide cross, please.
Ronan Portela, earning his 6th cap for Portugal, the 20-year-old. He is the eldest son, of course, of Miguel Portela, who went to the Rugby World Cup in 2007. Part of the legacy of that generation.
Please.
Mike Tadjar,
okay,
who is just turned 32 this week, the hooker. He's certainly done the rounds in French rugby, Agen-Brive, Clermont and Grenoble, but that line-out doesn't quite work out. It's straight into the hands of Romania, who come in the middle. Kirika looked good when he came off the bench last week, earns a starting spot, but, well, that pass has just gone straight into the bump of Florin Vaiku.
It's a scrum. Give the ball and don't talk, please.
Well, they're not happy with that. Good step piece. Competition getting in the way of the jumpers, and then that transition play right in the face, as you say.
Might be one of the first times I've seen an accidental offside given, and it's just a scrum rather than someone going penalty. Probably because it came with his face rather than anything else.
Bind! Please. No. I speak. Keep distance. Okay? Don't play. Okay?
I think Ramos laying the law down. No, I'll be the one to speak, thank you.
Please. No pre-engagement.
You got to love that, rugby values. A man that's half the size of 6 people in front of him, telling them to be quiet, I speak now.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Well, in for Portugal. They know they're in for a real back up front, but they've managed to hold on to. I think Ramos is keen for the ball to be played away here. And the way it goes down the short side, the little dummies from Portela. It's going to be to the forwards, Madeira. Jose Madeira, the 19-year-old, turns 20 next Friday. Plays his rugby at Grenoble, one of 7 French-based players in the side. Then it's Marta who runs, and now just asking questions round the fringes goes March and plays it away to Francis Fernandes. Now off to the right they come this time. Oh, that's a nice little ball back inside, and Portugal are tearing open Romania here. Oh, brilliant from Dani Antunes to finish it off. Was there the question mark of a slight forward pass in perhaps the second to last one? Either way, what a score.
It's the tempo change, isn't it? This little bit of broken play, inside ball, lovely interplay again from the inside man, and then Aldushi, there he is on the outside. We said before about this backline being fleet of foot, fast pace, but fast mind as well, to look for those short balls inside and out, and he's backing up the play brilliantly.
Just that pass in there, wasn't there?
It's good.
Referee seems happy enough.
Helpful love.
Brilliant conversion. You could hear the wind on the microphones, couldn't you? And he knew that he was having to play with that, Samuel March, and has done a brilliant job. He almost banana kicked it through the posts.
That is absolute top draw skill, to try and work out where the wind's going, put the ball where it needs to be. He's involved in this.
Left again. Thank you.
Nice little ball out. Very French in terms of how they want to play the game. Clearly the tempo coming in every time the backs get a sniff. They're wanting to capitalise on it, and that is great play by Portugal.
Dani Antunes, he scored 2 tries against Romania in this fixture a year ago. Certainly likes playing the Oaks. Another one on the tally. His 5th try for Portugal.
Use.
Portugal lead Romania 7 points to 3. 12.5 minutes played at the Jamor National Stadium near Lisbon. March. Just asking questions of 1 or 2, but well, I think Melinte is going to be the one to come forward and claim it. Giu putting it all his own way, and in fact it was knocked on as Romania tried to come in and tidy it up.
White.
Industrious, wasn't it, from Tasha? You see him here, the hooker spots a chance, falls on the ball, not just content with that, gets back to his feet and competes at the breakdown. That's great play from the Portuguese hooker.
It's okay for me. Sorry? It's okay. Last scrum is
Magyar
it's
is
okay.
one of those who is
I go check.
of a generation whose parents moved to France, given the opportunity
Keep
then
control.
to grow up playing rugby in that area. There was a bit of a moratorium for about 4 or 5 years through Rugby World Cup 2011 and 2015, where Portugal were not picking players that were based outside of Portugal.
Set!
Now they are able to, and well, as I said, 7 based in France in this side. Portugal come running again, though, looking to take some moves off the training ground that Patrice Legisque will have been working on. Was former backs and defence coach with France, the Bayonne Express, as he's known.
You can't roll away. It's a scrum. No.
He's just playing scrum there, referee Ramos, with
It's a tackle.
all being
Number
unplayable.
8. You can't roll away. Scrum red. Ouais, mais là c'était pas significatif pour moi.
Linie! Vamos, faz bom mêlée. Segundas!
Ok.
Segundas! Altare!
Open. Thanks. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Lots of movement in the front row, and it's another free kick for Portugal. Romania is so keen to use this physical advantage that they feel they have in this area. Just a little too keen to do so.
Scrum again.
You've got to be thinking this Portuguese team will be capitalising on chance for these backs to get their hand on the ball and
Scrum again,
absolute
please.
parity up front. So much so, they wind up taking another scrum.
Keep control. Long bind, please. Boss prop. Long bind.
À gauche.
Of course, Portugal, who went out to 13-10 lead in the game last week against Georgia. Took that lead into half-time.
Bind.
Another good first half display here. The key will be how they get on second half. They've got the back of Jeffrey Moyes on the bench. Drop to try and help secure things second half. Then there's another penalty coming Portugal's way. And Romania, in terms of their front row, Stevie Scott will be a little dismayed at what he's seeing here. The likes of Francisco Fernandes, Mike Magyar and Anthony Alves are really enjoying themselves.
Oh, look how up for it they are as well. Those reactions when they've just driven a big pack backwards. That gives you huge confidence up front.
Well, Mark's got 11 points against Georgia. He's definitely one of the brighter players. Now he's building up to add another 3. No problem at all. Portugal get themselves up to a 7-point lead, leading by 10 points to 3.
Yeah, he's just clearing the wicket first. Get everything out of the way, check the wind. Perfectly timed. And what a strike. He kicks the ball so well. Only 2 steps into it, but his follow throughs there. Some distance. I think he could be back in another 15 or 20 metres if indeed these penalties are needed, and rightly applauded by the bench.
It's worth remembering as well that Portugal are without Rebelo de Andrade, who got the yellow card and left the field. So they are doing all of this.
No
a man down. Marks has the pod to his left, but he's going to fire it a bit deeper for Jeronim Portela to stick it downfield, and goes over the head of the last line of defence, but actually gone a little too far. Jonits, Nicola. No, it's Dumitru, my apologies. Just touches it down.
Another few centimetres, it would have been a scrum all the way back, wouldn't it? But now, an opportunity to either play tactically and cheek it at the tack, or just go long and get a bit of territory.
Plenty of silliness going on.
I do enjoy that though.
Melinte, Romanian fullback. Puts his boot through that, plenty of air and distance on it. Oh dear, oh dear. Danny Antunes might have been on the scoreboard a few minutes ago, but that's a very basic error from the fullback. Man who plays his rugby at Massey would expect better of himself.
Oh, just so simple, isn't it? You can see his eye off it, thinks he's going to the bread basket.
Okay.
And by that time, it's gone forward. Oh, what a shame. Split field scrum in the middle, though, no better place to attack from. In a natural overlap, if they get right. Just need clean ball first, and judging by how well the Portuguese have been scrummaging, it's not going to be easy.
Bind. Set.
Romania get a penalty advantage already from the scrum, but now it's played away. Putsuragiu. A little loose though.
Entry.
Will bring them back, and you sense this will be a chance for Vlaicu to add another 3 points. That will at least steady the nerves as Gregorian and the rest of the forward back feel a little relief that they finally get one against Portugal.
Post.
Well, having already seen the wind significantly go down field from where it is.
Number three.
And 40 metres out against the wind. They give it a bit of DeChambeau.
Vlaicu gets the penalty. It looked like he put a lot behind it, but it only just dropped behind the post. So I think that's partly the look of the wind that they're dealing with out there.
You can see the way it flew, really just held up at the end, didn't it? Snuck it its way over.
Quarter of the game gone. Portugal 10, Romania 6.
Let's go. When you want.
They're doing their best to try and wrestle that one away, but it is staying on the Romania side. Got a few queuing up on that right side to try and take advantage, but Portugal get themselves in a really good position. And they've looked to try and go quickly. Certainly none of the Romanians were back on the try line, which was easily 10 metres from where Samuel Marks took it. So there's another penalty advantage that'll be played. Okay. Are they over?
No try. Knock on. Captain and number 2, please.
Given as they've tried to go down the short side, but I think we may have another yellow card coming here.
Just nickel infringement. You're not at 10.
Yeah, absolutely cynical there. You could see where he was, the intention of Markish to get to the line as fast as he could. And the two players clearly offside. Tried to stop him.
What a treatment for Christy Kirika, but it's Eugene Kapatz now. His 50th cap will have 10 minutes less in it.
Are you okay, guys? No?
Wants to have another look.
Have to change, please.
Could have gone to any of about 3 Romanians there, I think.
Wait.
So interesting on the decision here from a Portuguese perspective. They've been getting a fair amount of change out of Romania up front, which is not what they would have expected. They could have the chance to put it into the corner. It looks like Kirika
And we need another hooker.
is a permanent replacement.
I put a card.
So onto the field comes Vlad Nicolau.
Yeah.
His last cap was against Chile in the win in 2019. Came into the squad this week.
Scrum.
Well, it'd be definitely not to take a scrum in it. You got one man down, the hooker needs to replace the front row. You have to do that. Likely substitutes either a wing in this case or a back rower.
Yeah, no
And they've
problem.
already got 2 penalties from scrums. So Portugal very much look in a great position here. They'll probably want to keep this ball tight and look for a few more indiscretions.
Notre talonneur. Non, c'est le carton.
There we are. I think our referee Luke Ramos is just saying, yeah, this is the time you need to bring another hooker on,
C'est
please.
pour ça que vous avez choisi Mêlée, je pense.
You always feel for the winger at this point. Usually the first to go.
Yeah.
You need an 8-man shove. You can't let them push it over. So you've got to match that. And then there's a natural overlap out wide. So a very, very difficult position to be in here.
Let's go, please. We need a hooker.
And that's the reason why.
Thank you. $14? It's number 20 off. 40?
Straight on, straight off.
Okay. No, it's 20 coming. 20, it's okay?
Luke Ramos is just trying to communicate with his assistants, Messrs.
okay
Nucci
for you?
and Duo. It's an all-French
Yeah.
team, including our TMO. Not quite
Which
sure
player
who
you
is
want?
leaving the field at this point.
14.
This
You
is
want?
where it's a real tactical
Number
decision
14?
because you
14?
take off a winger
How,
on your
please?
try line.
14. Where is? No. You off,
Dumitru
please.
is going to be the man.
Number
Oh,
2.
it seems like these players have never played rugby before at this moment.
No, it's number 20. Okay.
They're communicating about whether it's going to be Vlad Nicolau who just came on or whether it's Ionuț Dumitru. No doubt Romania will
logically,
be
you
thinking,
would
well,
take the
we can
winger
probably afford to lose a man up
Je ne sais
front.
pas.
Let's just have a little earwig as to the conversation here.
They're asking for the 14 because 16
Okay.
goes in. So I don't know where is 14.
On the pitch.
Yes, it needs to come out. And then for the injured player, number 7,
Okay.
they put number 20.
Number 20, come on, please. And number 14, out.
Familiar face there, Paulo Duarte, World Rugby 7 referee. On the sideline, he's well versed with
14 out,
scenarios
please.
thrown his way. And you make your way as a winger here, knowing full well your mate owes you a couple of beers because this is a really difficult being to defend. If Portugal get clear ball, they've got that natural overlap. It'll be 3 passes out to the right, potentially could be walking over.
Okay. Time back on.
All about execution here.
Mark
If
is here.
indeed we get a chance to see the ball through the hands, Rafael Storti will be looking to try and finish on that right wing, given the opportunity. Yes, that is the
Portugal
side
should
where
also bring in
one or two
the blindside winger.
Bind! Set!
Big shot from Romania. Portugal managed to hold steady, and they're encouraged to use it. Through the hands it goes, into the hands of Appleton. Ball is on the floor. Can it be used?
Play on.
Romania shoved the bodies in again, and it was there to be won. It might be coming back on the Romanian side here. That's brilliant work from the Oaks. Surugiu under a ton of pressure. Gets the ball away, and he has spared Romanian blushes.
That is absolutely massive. A defensive set on your try line to not only hold them out, but to turn the ball over
For you.
is a rare feat. Brilliant defence. And forwards now will be galvanised from that.
5. Please, come in.
Hajar looking to go to the tail, but it's loose again. But Portugal get a foot to it and then manage to reclaim possession. Sensing they've got numbers over that side, but the ball's gone forward for Marks, who yelps at the referee's decision.
Not quite sure what to make about that noise.
They certainly thought it was on down that short side, didn't they?
No, please. Everybody are okay. Thank you.
From a Portugal rugby perspective, many of the clubs come from universities. The sense of studying alongside playing a bit of rugby is very strong in a nation such as Portugal. So you have clubs like Cadul, which is of the main University of Lisbon, which is a major sports complex. The likes of Direito, founded by some guys who went to law school in Lisbon. Técnico, which is an engineering college. They're under a fair amount of pressure from Romania here, and well, you just wonder how much Portugal have got in the tank to be able to keep up the effort against Romania here, who have had a couple of penalties now and will just be feeling a lot better about themselves, Rob Bickerman.
Yeah, and think where we were just 3 minutes ago, trying to work out the maths and logic around what play you take off, and now 2 defensive sets, 1 from a set piece, but then you don't make touch.
Yeah, Vlaicu not making touch, so it's allowed Marta to come running back, and now Portugal will sense a chance of a bit of space, but that is a loose ball. Fair amount of work for Dani Antunes to do here. He's the square squat 15, so he's done well to maintain possession there.
Stop here, stop time! Yeah.
All cleared away. Chance of Romania to attack now from Melinte.
Move back, wide,
Boot the ball.
20!
Back for Antunes.
Red, back! 5 back.
Saw a little bit of room over on that side, but Turgiu covers the field well. Romanian scrum half then sends it downfield, and Antunes tried to dummy and get rid of the Romanians, but it's not quite worked, so they'll have to take this into contact here. And
Use it!
March. 4 forwards offering themselves, all the ball loose, and it's gone forwards. And Portugal's handling is just showing itself up a little bit now.
What about that flying wedge? Brilliant way of defending. A bit of desperation diving for the ball. And that's how you impact as a substitute.
Time off. Okay? 1, are you okay? You okay?
Still another 5-6 minutes left on the yellow card from the Romanian perspective.
Time back on.
Okay,
I'm gonna check. Thanks.
Thomas Appleton coming in and having a word. The Portuguese skipper, earning his 44th cap today. He's a dentist when he's not playing his rugby.
Time back on, please.
See how many dentistry puns Rob Bickerman could slip in during the second half.
Good platform and stay straight. Thanks. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Always been plenty of movement in the scrum today. That's a better one from both sides, but it is Romania who have the advantage, and the referee is playing that now in terms of penalty advantage as well. They're trying to get the ball out. They will come back, and this will be another chance for Romania to eat away at that Portuguese lead, or perhaps consider going for more. They are a man down.
And working their way down the field brilliantly, aren't they? And it's coming through this dominance of the scrum. Be inclined to perhaps look at taking another one, perhaps kicking further into the corner, but really a bit more control from the Romanians now, which is exactly what Andy Robertson wanted.
Former England and Bath head coach for Romania. Andy Robinson, of course, assisted by Stevie Scott with the forwards. Soseni Anisi in the backs.
Combien on est, Patrick, de pénalité à mêler, s'il te plaît?
Florian Vlaicu. 6 points from the boot so far.
D'accord.
This to make the lead just one.
Un coup de pied franc et une pénalité, c'est ça? D'accord. Ok. Ok, merci.
Nothing that should test a man of his calibre, and indeed it's another 3 points. Portugal 10, Romania 9.
You control the set piece, you control the game. And chance for Vlaicu
Right or left?
to add yet a few more numbers in that extra column he's now just found next to his name.
Location and position of this stadium is delightful. It's it reminds me of I don't remember which part of Japan it was. The stadium right in the middle of the forest.
Stay! Restez. Use it, line!
Romania reeling in the Portuguese.
Oui. Use it!
Sudugiu. Oh, he was pointing away, trying to suggest to his team where they needed to be looking, and also the eye of the referee, but the referee has decided he took far too long to get the ball out, and Sudugiu is really unhappy about it. I have to say, I am a big fan of that from referees, because he was taking an age.
Well, he's been blocked anyway, so absolutely right. Referee said it twice. You've got to use it.
Fans of English club rugby will see the likes of Luke Pearce. He is on the case of scrum halves a lot.
Spine! Set!
Nigel Owens giving scrums in those situations as well. So a nice signal from Luke Ramos as to the sort of tempo that he wants to see. And then from the ensuing scrum, it is just bubbling over because Portugal have done it again. They've won another scrum penalty.
That was a great angle. You can see the pressure's coming through. As soon as that front row buckles a bit, it'll be very difficult with the second row still pushing to maintain your balance. And that one going in favour of the Portuguese. Constantly looking around, aren't they? Wanting to try and explore, get in there, backs flying. Still got that extra man.
Sorry? No,
A little bit of afterwards.
T'as le temps, s'il te plaît, Patrick? Wait. Oui, s'il te plaît.
Seeing the sponsors on the back of the Portuguese shirt, just
Okay.
nice to fantasize about a Sagres in the sunshine. Oh, now has that gone the wrong side of the flag? Portugal have risked everything on that. And instead of taking a chance of 3 points or being able to build to 7, Jordan Portela has kicked the ball dead.
8 minutes left.
He's Billy Burns.
8 minutes left.
That will be hugely frustrating for Patrice Lagisquet to have watched. They've conceded a few points, haven't managed to convert any while they've had the man advantage, and then a real opportunity thrown away. But this is Anthems, and gets the call on the outside, but Romania were up fast to make the hit, and it's a penalty. Like the tackle being made by Kojakaru. He's then got to roll away. Appleton will have felt every inch of that, though.
It was a great shot, wasn't it? Perhaps a little bit lower underneath the ball, but either way. Again, another dominant hit.
Okay. Okay. 16 off. 16 white off. Yes, here.
We're back up to the full complement. Kabatina comes back on, and Kojikaru can wait to perhaps make his appearance deep into that second half. And for Portugal has Eric dos Santos onto the field, and he brings that down. Not the tidiest bit of possession, but Marks trying to get it all right. Kick a ball to the Bordeaux is trying to slow things down, but now it's with Portela, and now they're trying to open them up here. Ball back inside from Marta. It's brilliant support play, and the finish will come from the fly half. Jeronim Portela with Portugal's second try, and it's another beauty.
Well, you can see this had been building, these backs just pacing, trying to get chance, and it's a lovely line. Hold up play on the first time. The ball in behind, and then that support line again from Marques on the inside, as all good nines do. They track the ball, and his fellow halfback alongside him, Portela, gets the rewards.
Au milieu. Ça va, merci. Yeah, no, it's okay, thank you.
He's only a slight fella, isn't he, Jeronim Portela? A student. And the points are knocked over as well. Marks adds the extras. And it takes Portugal out to an 8-point lead. Portugal 17, Romania 9.
Really
Left again pour toi, Richard.
Oh, restart goes nicely into the hands. Very well taken from Manuel Picao.
Stop, 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 stop!
Turns 24 next month, the engineer who is in the last year of his course, but this is Dumitru, and he likes to run. Little hitch kick, but into the tackle he goes. Good hit from João Granate. Leonard Popar is there trying to help protect possession.
No hands.
Romania may be asking themselves some questions, because they would have expected from forward dominance if they've not had sufficiently, and then they've been torn to shreds, and Portugal have had the ball into the back line.
Vantage to the knock. Vantage over.
That is a little loose ball, and advantage is being played. Romania decide to hack it downfield, and have they dragged Portela over the line? Yes, they have. 5-metre scrum to Romania.
Scrum. You carry the ball in. Watch scrum here.
speculative bounce, but he wasn't hanging around. Got it.
Ten,
Kicked
are
in
you okay?
behind.
I don't saw
Blinded
anything.
by the sun.
Sorry.
And now this is a great platform.
3 minutes to go until half-time. Portugal 17, Romania 9. Tudor Boldor is just getting a pat on the back from his scrum half.
Okay.
Got a decent kicking game, has Boldor. He's an architect of the spiral bomb, which
Okay. Stay straight.
haven't seen too much of, but certainly that aerial bombardment caused a bit of a problem for
Thank you. Yes.
Marta.
Coach. Bind.
Converted try here from Romania would be just the ticket.
Please, guys. Please, guys. I can't continue like that, okay? make a good job on the next scrum.
Okay, sir.
No, stay straight.
Rugby Ramos's patience is being tested, isn't it?
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Really steady it. All in from Surujiu. He wants to get the big pick from Andre Gorin, the captain. He's over the line. Can he get the ball grounded? Referee says held up. It's a superb defensive effort. Romania will have to come again.
Held up. No.
A significant effort.
Okay.
They're trying to stop someone on the frame.
I'm off. No.
We were saying, but he gets on the first target.
Okay, blood injury. Come back, please.
And Marta gets himself underneath it, gets a little bit of help from his forwards,
19,
and
off.
Madeira manages to give him a bit of support.
An immense effort from Marta, assisted by Jose Madeira.
Are you okay?
Could be one of the smaller guys on the field, Marta.
You okay?
He is more well known
Okay.
for having scored 10 tries in 12 appearances, Rodrigo Marta, as we see Jeronim Portela just needing a bit of running repairs. Clock is stopped with 90 seconds to go until the break. Another word on Rodrigo Marta. He has not only scored in each of the last 3 matches
It's okay for you?
against Brazil, Spain and against Georgia last
Okay,
week.
no problem.
But overall, of
Stand back
10
on.
opponents that he's faced, he scored against all but
The
Russia
last
and
scrum is
Romania.
good. Continue like that. Thank you.
And here he's showing he can stop big Andre Gorin at the bay on number 8.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Front rows go down once more. Referee will reset it.
Scrum again. Yeah.
Certainly with the story of the scrum in this half.
Good balance between the ball throwing, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
The referee is not being drawn into any
stability.
more than just resets
Please.
at this
Every 6
moment.
balls, please.
Turf is cutting up a little bit as well, so we'll move ever so slightly.
6 prop. 6 front wall, please. If you continue, I have to change my refereeing on the scrum, okay? Okay? Everybody understand? Thank you.
It's an interesting phrase, Rob Vickerman. As a referee, Luke Ramos says, I may have to change my refereeing of the scrum.
Yeah, it's interesting clear though. I mean, he's not happy with it. I wonder how much the forwards actually take away from that conversation.
Bind. Set.
Romania's last roll of the dice in the first half then.
Use.
Referee encourages them to use it. Gorin is not using it, and neither is Surujiu. And the scrum has come up, and it will be reset. Surujiu was clearly hoping for more there, but the referee very clear he wanted him to use it.
You go up first. Scrum again. When I tell you use, if you use or reset, okay? Yeah. It's a mark.
Not just up, he's in the air.
No.
So difficult in those situations because you want to see the ball play. You're not going to use it. I think the scrum's going forward.
Crouch.
Both sets going up. They had to reset it. And now this has been, 4 minutes committed to this breakdown.
engage.
Plenty of movement again here, and now the penalty advantage being played to Romania. Tsurugiu plays it away. Vlaicu
Avantage hors jeu.
hits up 3 metres out, 4 metres out. Forwards effort goes in again. Portugal chuck the numbers in to try and stop them coming around the corner. I think they've strayed offside again as well. Tsurugiu, Boldor, he's left the ball behind, so we will come back for the penalty.
Oh, what a shame, because that was outrageous ball from Boldor back on the inside.
Capitaine, vous avez 2 pénalités. Il y en a une ici pour la mêlée et une un peu plus loin pour le hors-jeu des non-participants. Qu'est-ce que vous choisissez?
The referee's hoping doesn't say scrum.
Ah, yeah. C'est où? C'est par ici, Richard? Les non-participants?
Well, there was a penalty at the scrum, but then there was also a penalty for offside.
Okay.
The referee has offered Andre Garin the choice. Interesting speaking to the Romanian captain in French. He is French and Romanian. He has a Romanian name, dual citizenship. 33-year-old plays his rugby at Bayonne, so Luke Ramos has gone, right, well, I can have a little chat with you in French here and decide what you fancy. And he's gone for the second position from the penalty for the offside. So just coming infield a bit, get away from where the turf had come up, but also Rob Bickerman perhaps just opens up the opportunities either side of the scrum a little bit more.
Yeah, and it depends where the ball. If it's nice and clear, you get the chance to pick and go right, use the knife as an extra man, because you can see from the position is going to get a fly on his opponent, Marquez. It's always a big if there, Nick.
Into a monster
Keep control
first
and
half
don't
here.
push early, please. Please. Everyone, don't push early. Keep your control. Nothing. Continue like that.
Fox does 43.5 minutes, but they've been on the field for 50 minutes.
Crouch. Bind. Number 2, please. Yeah. Too many infringements.
Oh my word, he's lost his patience.
Too many infringements. Off, please.
Mike Tejer is given his marching orders, and that is a huge loss to Portugal. And you just wonder what that will do to Romania's belief.
Please, I need another hooker, please.
I mean, intriguing in this situation, after that many collapsed scrums, that the hooker is sin-binned. Because the only thing you can do wrong as a hooker is lead the team in early. And it didn't look like that was the problem. It was the collapsing or the uplifting of the props. So that's how you referee differently.
15 red.
There we go, there's your answer. Well, Luke Ramos was certainly seeing things from Tajer that he wasn't too happy with, and now Duarte Anij is going to be the man to come on. Came onto the bench this week, no Mascarenas this one. And, well, you can see simply when he comes on the weight loss that Portugal have in that front row, and they lose Dani Antunes in the back line as well. So, a real advantage for Romania here. They will finish the first half without Mike Tajer.
Yeah, for the end injury.
And exactly the same situation as we said before.
It's finished.
You now have to defend this with just 6 backs. Your 9 still has to stay at the scrum. So if they get clean ball, which as we've seen for the last 15 minutes is a big if, very, very difficult to defend.
A lot of disruption here then to Portugal.
Don't push early, please. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Three yellow cards over the course of this first half. Straight arm penalty. Tsurugiu decides to go for it. Not hanging around and asking questions. Romania would rather do this through the pick and go. Held up initially from Portugal and then driven back. It's held up. It's no score for Romania at the end of the first half, despite them looking and despite Portugal losing their hooker
Ball held up.
to the yellow card.
Non. Le ballon va dans l'embut.
Signals the end
Il est
of
tenu
the
en
first
l'air.
half.
C'est mêlé. C'est la
We
mi-temps.
have seen in discipline, we've seen a wrestle at scrum time. More from Luke Ramos in trying to get both teams to settle in that area. But 2 tries to 0 compared to 3 penalties from the boot of Florin Vlaicu mean that at half-time at the Jamor Stadium, it is Portugal 17, Romania 9. Confirmation of the score then. It was Dani Antunes who got the opening try for Portugal after Florin Vlaicu's penalty that took him past the 1,000-point mark, converted by Marks, who added a penalty. Vlaicu narrowed the deficit then with 2 successive kicks through the sticks. 10-9 at that point, but Portela, who got the touchdown as the Portuguese backs showed their ability, converted by Marks. And that is how we sit, with an 8-point difference between the sides. Portugal have never won back-to-back games against Romania. Join us in a few minutes for the second half to see how that second 40 will turn out.
Release tackle! Release tackle! Release tackle! Release tackle! Ouais, l'arbitre vidéo va le regarder, si jamais il y a quoi que ce soit, il va... Under pressure. No advantage. Patrick, tu reçois?
Welcome back to the second half from the Jamor Stadium to the west of Lisbon.
Ok, parfait.
Portugal against Romania in the Rugby Europe Championship of 2021.
Right.
And an entertaining first half that saw 2 tries from Portugal to the 3 penalties kicked by Florin Vlaicu as he made a bit of history, passing the 1,000-point mark.
White captain.
But we've seen plenty of indiscipline. 3 yellow cards in that first half, 2 to Portugal, 1 against the Romanian hooker. Each of the teams missing a few players as well who've gone off with running repairs. Our referee, Luke Ramos, gets the second half underway then. Portugal 17, Romania 9. And it is the replacement, George Ebkashish, who's come on for Jeronim Portela. Portugal restarted under what Andy Robinson would have been saying to his men at half-time. Wandering a few opportunities, discipline a part of the picture as well. My name's Nick Heath, alongside me Rob Vickerman, former England Sevens captain and Newcastle Falcons man. Portugal looking to find a bit of room on that right side for Rafael Storti. Penalty goes to Romania though. Players going off their feet to steal the ball.
14, extra roll on the ground.
Imagine half-time team talks about the seal discipline. But it's a wonderful hit to get the opportunity to steal the ball, and they're perhaps not quite supported body weight. But Popper got away with it, got the ball secured, and now a chance to get a bit of Portuguese territory for the Romanians. We mentioned 1,000 points, Nick, in that first half. It didn't feel as though there were 5,000 scrums.
Certainly a key feature, wasn't it?
Red, it's your mark. White, white, white. He's here for you. Thank you.
Portugal will have been very pleased to have held Romania out for that, what was about 8 minutes, with them camped on the line. Now, Romania take it down through Yannick Murashan. Limpers away. Portuguese lose a few players. Romania bind onto the back. Gurujiu is wanting to try and get his hands on it, is he? He's given the once call from the referee, and now he'll play through Boldor, and then Vlaicu punching it up. It's good from the inside centre. Now they come round the corner. Got in, the man to carry. Trying to find some room around the outside. It was a good bowl back inside from Onatu. Gurujiu.
Play on.
Is that lost forwards? Referee says play on. This is the sort of area where Portugal have been dangerous all game. Able to just play. Was there a hand in there from Romania, or did that go backward? Back down the short side, they have a little look through March. Calling for a little bit more support, and he's going to play it away for Simuish. And keep it alive through the hand, through forwards and backs as the second row gets it going. He's one of those who played once in a 5-year spell. Now they break again. Potential high tackle on Rafael Storti. Oh, he's tried to play the ball back inside. Referee not too interested in perhaps the high shot, suggesting he's ducked into it maybe. Portugal surrender possession. It's there for Surugiu. Since no one's over in that corner. Having to backpedal and try and get their hands on it. Granate under plenty of pressure, but the flank has done well.
Use it, Red!
March is given quick words to use it. We saw scrum given against Ruggiu as he hung around for Romania in the first half in that ruck scrum half position. A moment to go. Portugal flying forwards, ball in hand, Romanian 22, but now they're back on the edge of their own.
Please be quiet.
Marks with the clearance. That'll do.
Thank you. Ici, faut. Voilà.
But
Back row.
Romania looking to try and find the ball into the wide channels, which they eventually managed to do, and straightening through comes Valente. Good running from fullback.
Advantage offside.
Advantage is being played for offside.
3 offside.
Was going to try and flatten Appleton in the process, but the penalty's gone against Anthony Alge. That's going to be the call here from Florin Vaiku, because they've got an 8-point deficit to reel in.
Okay, j'ai pas vu, je fais attention.
good to see forwards running that hard at the line. Really difficult to defend when people are in motion. Imagine kick to the corner, get the big guys going forward.
We can play.
Well, they want to see. They've been in this area of the field in the first half.
White here, please.
Didn't come away with too much. Geeing up from the most experienced man, most cap player, all-time leading point scorer.
Please, on the line. Okay, thank you.
Exclusive member of the four-column club.
Let's go. Stay.
Cappuccino.
Stay, stay.
In the first half, which they got a bit of a drag on.
Oui. Avantage.
Romania looking to try and keep the pressure on though, and they managed to maintain position as well. To the Jew.
On recule. Toujours avantage. Still advantage. 7. Red. Call up the mall.
Pick and go. Order of the day from Romania. They haven't had an awful lot of change out of Portugal in this area so far, but they know it's an area of strength. They've got to trust themselves. They're going to find their way to the try line.
Step back. Hands back.
Portugal have got to watch the offside line. Romania, not so much knocking on the door as backing it down.
On the line, on the line. Stay on the line. Move back on the line.
Slow ball. They go one out a little further, Romania. Ruggiu now goes digging for it. They want to try and find some width, try and find a way through. Close the door. Ruggiu to Cappuccino.
Still advantage.
Tackle goes in. Penalty advantage being played. There's nothing coming.
Okay. 7. Collapsed.
Really was tight stuff for a fair while there. You sometimes hope when you have an advantage you try something other than the pick and goes. Multiple plays, that one speculative play that could get you across the line. But the territory's turned into pressure. You just need to turn it into points.
With Portugal's defence so far, Romania are going to perhaps have to start thinking about knocking a couple of these penalties over to reel them in, because at the minute they're not opening the door to a 7-pointer. It will be taking a lot out of them defensively, though.
No start. No start.
Captain, please. More control, nearly line. Okay. Too many infringement.
I mean, this is Andy Robinson's 101. The tight
Okay.
He's play.
For what?
Get your forward step. And that is your
Please
platform
wait,
going forward. This is going to stay tight
Substitution.
and get the big men rolling.
Number 4. 4 red. Seb.
He's being made.
Number 4.
Rafael Sinwash will lead the field. It's just the moment Eric just
Time back on.
going to come on. Romania have gone with the
Reset.
line-out. But, they don't seem to have the
Pierre, s'il te plaît.
manners to let
bloque-le, j'ai pas
Portugal get their man back on.
Okay, let's go. Stay on the line. More.
Romania go to the front.
Send more.
Take away any near threat down the short side. They do still have it in the maw here, Romania. Can Portugal defend it legally? The try is scored. The Oaks haven't looked too mighty this afternoon. They do manage to use their strength to get over for the score. It's Alexander Savin who gets the try. And finally, Romania cross
Okay,
the
thanks.
Portuguese try line.
After the kick, please. Please, after the kick.
There's the Portuguese piling. It's because it spanned and the 3 men that got
Conversion.
fragmented off the side. That meant the momentum was all going forwards to the
12,
Romanians.
yeah,
You can see how well they drove
Thank
through,
you.
stayed together, and just about you see the melee of bodies. Savin gets the ball down.
Maybe it's a number 1. Merci.
God, they needed that.
Vlaicu not quite able to read the wind as accurately as Marques was able to in the first half. So the conversion will go begging. Portugal 17, Romania 14. Alexandru Savin scoring the try on his
Thank you.
8th cap.
Pour toi, Richard.
Romania, of course, who took a 13 points to 10 lead into half-time against Georgia, as we've already mentioned last week. They were overtaken in the second half, losing out by 29 points to 16 in the end. Oh, it's been lost by Antunes, and it's been picked up by Onatu. Onatu going downfield, he's looking for the big pass inside, but he's just thrown it to Portugal. They're under a ton of pressure on their own line, dragged over their line, and in fact it will be a penalty for Romania. Going off their feet to try and secure it. Onatu did well to make the run, couldn't quite find the pass inside,
15.
but it's fair to say the visitors have got their tails up.
Then it was all about
On va
Onatu,
parler. Toi?
pushing men to get past. As soon as he gets the bounce, look at his reaction time, straight on it. And then drives through, gets that platform from the breakdown, and as the men pile in, they get the benefit of the doubt. It's a bit of a mess, but that's a great celebration for the Romanians, who deserve a bit of good luck in that context.
After, please. Now we are ready.
They scored their first try of the game just a couple of minutes ago. Can they build again? It's a good counter drive from Portugal. Break from the line out. And they were able to make the tackle on the man in possession as well. That was the crucial part. Now we have another penalty.
It's a rec form. You can't play the ball. No, the ball is on the ground. You can't play the ball with the hand.
There you go, clear signal from Luke Ramos
Captain,
that Portugal will be
please.
putting their hands in the ruck.
Too many penalties. Talk at your players. Okay, it's my life's warning. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see why I went for it. A little bit.
3 off. 15.
Yeah, it looked like it was contestable.
Block le s'il te plaît. Please wait.
Changes made onto the field comes Jeffrey Moyes, and he started last week's game. He's been left there to
Time back
give a
on.
bit of reassurance, give a bit of extra weight to things
Stay on the
second
line.
half, literally and figuratively. Well, that was taken. It wasn't
Not
straight.
straight. Option. Captain. Scrum or line out? Scrum.
But it would seem, after what we witnessed in the first half, it could be a bit of a gamble to take a scrum in this position. Defensive set, really difficult. You're going to rely on the skill set of your 9 to try and clear, which is the pressure. Marquesh well versed with these scenarios, playing with the French teams, but you've got to secure the ball at the scrum first, and it's been an absolute mess so far.
There's no suggestion of that mess stopping either, or being cleaned up.
Come here.
Front rows go to ground again.
Approchez-vous.
Portugal have got Taja back on the field. They've also got Jeffrey Moyes, who has just come on.
Time off. Number 2. Substitution, please.
You may have heard, just as we were looking at a replay a moment or two ago, that Thomas Appleton was spoken to about the fact that there were too many penalties in that 22 area.
On aura des bonnes mêlées. Vous ferez comme vous voulez.
We see
Je vous demande de
Luigi
voir.
Kojikaru come on now for his permanent appearance of the match after having been a yellow card replacement into the front row during the first half.
And just to break the code of the referees, that means any more penalties, yellow card.
Crouch. Wait. Bind.
What have Romania got left? It may be their scrum. Portugal and their scrum
Angle. Number 1. Angle.
managed to get the penalty.
That's a big call. He was on the other side of the scrum to see the loose head boring in. But you want to hit straight. He said that twice. And as soon as it moved laterally, that's what he's gone to.
Portugal won't be complaining. No, they've not managed to find cut through Ed Kashish. Well, they have, in fact, according to the assistant on the far side.
You see the flags. It's a fair gale. He's kicked to the side. We've already seen
Here
what
for you.
he-
Yeah. Scrum.
He's so close. You can see what it's trying to do. Start off the field. But he didn't quite land in the
On the
field.
line. Sur la ligne.
Clever tactic. Lutu not quite executed properly.
Well, momentarily was coming down on the Portuguese side, but Romania have come through and snaffled it, and away they come. Udigiu looks so hard, absolutely toils away in that number 9 shirt. That is a loose one for Dumitru. Portugal trying to come forwards. Where's he off to? Dragged down in midfield. Tuzagic
Move back. Red.
found a decent clearance there.
That's a really good kick. Used the wind
White on the
brilliantly.
line, please.
They'll be relieved to get out of that quarter. They feel like the pressure's been building on the Portuguese down in their own territory.
You wonder if they get any more shots at goal, whether Samuel Marks might let Nun Suzagic, the replacement number 23, have a shot. He's been on 99 points since his last score, his try against Brazil in November. It's a largely Lisbon-based team, but Nun Suzagic is one of those from Porto.
Not straight. Clearly not
Not
straight.
straight again, the call against Romania.
Option. Captain, please.
You're not going to get any better measure than that line.
Scrum or line out. Scrum.
Straight down it, he jumped into the middle of it. Oh, frustrated. Who'd be a coach?
Plus vite, en touche. Et là, il est clairement pas droit. D'accord?
Referee just having another quick word with Andre Gorin. Romanian number 8 who plays in Bayonne.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
March, another one of those who plays in France for Sexton Paloise. Big shove from Portugal. It comes bouncing out the back, and March is going to take it on himself. Runs at his opposite number. He played away from Madeira, but he decided to pick it himself. He was big on the tackle count last week against Georgia, 22 from the open side. Then the little ball presented to Dos Santos. Makes a few key yards. Not seen too much phase play continuity
Advantage.
from
Offside.
the Portuguese. An advantage now being played, and Marta is the one who comes forward. But Portugal will take any opportunity, no doubt, to go for the post, but a little bit of running and footwork from Appleton, the inside centre. Out the back it goes from Moyes, trying to find a little bit of a disjointed Romanian defence. The ball comes forwards now. It was from a knock-on, so we will come back for the penalty.
Offside. Post. Post.
He's going for a goal, rightly so. Bit of a fair while since they've been down in the Romanian half. Away with points, you've done well.
Yeah, if you want. Number
A
one.
little better from Portugal
One
in terms of some ball-in-hand play. They were
Visually.
looked momentarily like they might find a way through, as the Romanian defensive line started to look a little disjointed on this nearer side. It's not a comfortable looking man, is it? Try scorer Alexandru Savin having to leave the field.
And this is where we're seeing that real change of pace from the Portuguese backs. You can tell they want to try and play a bit. They have the advantage. They throw the ball around a bit more. It's just trying to get hold of the ball, which they've had very little of in this second half.
So Samuel March, he marked the wind pretty well in the first half. How can he with this one? Beautifully done. First points of the second half for Portugal, following the try from Romania. Puts them in a 6-point advantage. Portugal 20, Romania 14.
Right or left?
We move into the last quarter of the match.
And we knew he'd be pivotal, didn't we? He has done absolutely everything he can for this team. He's been involved in all the tries, the kick the point. 3 more over the handing ball.
Malinte with the restart.
Use it, 9! Non, il est rentré.
Adjer in there, helping out. Marks with the clearance.
Advantage to the knock.
Malinte came swinging forwards, but it's knocked forwards from Portugal, so a bit of a free hit.
One way. Good.
Costa Bartila into the squad this week from Romania. Replacement onto the
Advantage
field,
over
and
to
they're
the
just
knock.
finding a little bit of room around the outside of those inside back defenders.
Play on.
Oh, but it's been wrestled away. Kristavica has the ball taken from him, and they are flying here. Is the ball going to sit up for Marta? Romania do well to be the first ones to fall on the ball, or do they? The penalty goes the way of the Portuguese. It's going to be another chance to add another 3 points for the boot of Samuel March.
And speaking of the boot of Samuel Marks, that's exactly why they're down there. The turnover, the kicking behind, the 3 players who chase it brilliantly, and as soon as they get chance, they compete over the ball.
Holding.
They might be wearing the numbers of centres, but that's the breakdown skills of a back row. And Lima manages to get the chance through.
That's brilliant from Jose Lima. It's his 6th time facing Romania. Wages rugby at Carcassonne, but as you say, showing some brilliant turnover ability there. Portugal could be on the verge of a little bit of history. Still 17.5 minutes to go. Are we too early to be talking about that?
Bear in mind they played that first half with just 14 men and quarter.
Oh, it's come down off the post. Or was held up in the wind. Either way, it's not going to be 3 points for March. The wind here proving to be a real menace. But now Romania have to clear it in more traditional circumstances from their own 22.
No hands!
Or could have gone anyway. 5 back.
Stop! 20!
Oh, but I think there's going to be a penalty against an offside here. Against Romania's Neculau, who continued to run from in front of the kicker. You may have heard the referee shout 20, no.
Sorry? The offside? Yeah. He's in the play away. Yeah. It's back.
Oh, well played, Mr. Appleton.
No, it's here. No, it's here.
Buy yourself a few more metres. You must have done some braces for him of the week.
Well, I'm wondering whether the question there was, does he not need to take this from where he's kicked it rather than from where the offside was?
Okay.
Yes, exactly that.
12, please.
And this is just straight off the post.
12.
Look at that, so close.
I love the fact that Marta was almost underneath it to catch it and score. Imagine if he had.
Wait.
Well, from this position, Portugal have decided to go for a little bit more than 3 points.
Yeah. Wait
Ramos
again!
has been pretty hot on the sort of infringements that forwards could be giving away in this sort of area of the field on both sides when there have been visits inside the 22.
Thank you.
It looks like Florin Vlaicu is making way.
Stay. Vante to the
Ball
knock.
is loose over the top. It's down in the hands of the Romanians and Adrian Notso,
Vante to the knock. Step back.
teammate of Antunch at Massy in France.
Vantage over.
Clearance pick away will do, but Portugal will have the line out.
Oh, it's so frustrating in a position where you can really capitalise on a wonderful penalty position. You go to a line out, no one competes against you, yet you throw the ball over the jumper.
Not Capezzina's finest moment. That's the better one. Well won from Madeira. And you can see Kashish wants it. The forward come round the corner though. Jeffrey Moyes smuggles it away. Who's going to get their hands on it? It was loose momentarily. Now it's there for Marks, and the players were right on the shoulder, ready to take that.
Play on. Back row by
All
Red.
loose once more, but now it's in the hands of Suzagec. We're going to try and step his way through the middle. Portugal love the opportunity to keep it loose. Through the hands they go, through the skipper Appleton. Have they got room wide out on the outside? Oh, it's going to be Rafael Squatty who dots down. Look at the celebrations for Portugal. They know what that might do psychologically to Romania. And they're looking to make history in Lisbon this afternoon.
And it's that transitional play again, round the corner. Fast players against the bigger defenders on the inside. Missed tackle on the outside arm.
Merci, Patrick.
As he jumps into his players. The one to watch. It just gave us a reason why.
Second try for Portugal on just his 6th cap. 20-year-old. Went to play a bit of rugby in South America. He's had interest in foreign teams as well, but the last sort of year has put pay to that. It's a great score from Stort. He had the ability to just step in off the right foot and get rid of the last two defenders.
Okay. Okay, merci.
Marks will be hoping for a little drop in the wind to try and add an extra 2 points. Oh, it's a brilliant effort.
Okay.
Portugal 27, 9, Romania 14. It's a 13-point advantage, and
please wait.
Well, it's worth pointing out at this stage that if Romania were to push
9,
this
10 and
to
4.
a win by more than 15, and I appreciate we have a few minutes to go, but if they were, they would actually knock Romania out of the top 20 world rankings for the first time in their history. Some big headlines could be written in the next 12 minutes in Lisbon. Romania will go in search of every ball. They look to break down the short side. March continuing to be alert, continuing to ask questions. 12 points to the boot.
Look back. Stay.
Tried to make the clearance, but it's been charged down.
Advantage on
Now it's been
South
knocked
6.
on. Romania are in possession with that knock-on advantage. Change has been made. Gabriel Rupanu is onto the field, but now they want to try and put it through the hands. Oh, the missed pass that was meant for Malinte. Kuzakec got himself in the way, but that wasn't sufficient advantage from even the knock-on.
Offside,
Well,
number
I
6.
thought it was a knock-on advantage. In fact, it was a penalty
after offside, number
advantage
6.
for offside. So
It's behind her.
Daniel Ply, another one of those new men onto the field, will potentially have a look into the corner here.
Yeah, it's well explained. A knock-on initially, but then the penalty. And these are big calls now. He kicked to the corner. Got to make sure that line out is accurate enough. As we've already seen how well this massive Romanian pack can get a grip of this driving ball and take the Portuguese over their own line. You've got to think, looking at the clock now, with just 10 minutes left, these moments are critical.
Line out jump.
Stay.
Referee is okay with that one. If Kimmich, the replacement, wins it down.
It's okay. He's in the middle.
Portugal try and defend this, but they're still coming if Kimmich now adds his weight to the drive as well. It splinters round. Ball is on the floor. There with Rupanu, who's having a look. Onatu is out to the right. They wanted it. It's been lost by the forwards. It's a knock-on advantage. Portugal are fancying the chance to have a little run from their own 22 here. Is this suicide? Kuzakec kept them out of the 22. Played away with Jose Madeira. March is not having it all his own way. Romania are counter-up there, and they may have done so effectively. That is brilliant work from the visitors. But did that go forward? It has. A couple of players may have picked up an injury here as well, so let's hope there's not too much in that.
And knock-ons the second time.
Oh, from a Romanian perspective, that was a chance to try.
Maybe I make a fall. I'm not sure. Knock on by White. One red.
Just take a momentary pause.
Substitution, please. One.
Portugal's win against Romania last year ended a run of 6 consecutive matches for Romania, dating back to 2012. Many of Portugal's wins have always been in Lisbon.
You good?
Average score between the two sides is normally Portugal with around 10 points and Romania with 30, so the scoreboard is showing quite the reverse.
pas le ballon.
There's definitely been a case in this game where if the Portuguese have wanted to try to up the pace, they have been able to. And that at times has been absolutely devastating against this much bigger, hardened, robust Romanian team. We've got to think midfield scrum here. They want to be eyeing up their chance. They had the ball on their own line and they wanted to go. So this position very much would suggest that they're still going to have a good go.
Time back on. Yeah, it's my mark. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Two front rows go down again. It's been a familiar story.
Stay upright, please. Good platform and stability, okay? L'ensemble. Stabilisez. Je vais essayer.
Native of Portugal to have a player of the calibre of Samuel, only earning his 7th cap at the age of 32.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Big drive from Romania, and they will get the penalty. That is brilliant from the O. That's the sort of forward dominance they've been looking for throughout the match. It wasn't their put in, but they've won themselves the opportunity to play from here. 13 points the difference. They need to get a score now if they're going to have any chance of turning this game around.
Well, you see all 8 men shoving there. A little bit unfortunate the Portuguese there. First man to pop up, I'd have said, was Portugal from the way we see these shots. But because they're moving forward, benefit of the doubt, and then look where they are once again, 10 yards away, set with their line-out.
Portugal goes to the front, but it immediately comes down into the hands of Mike Tadio, who clears it away. Hookers love a good clearance like that, don't they? But now we're seeing the footwork of on or two. An advantage now being played for Romania. And they find a way to get through using the back line as well. We've seen the role the forwards have played, and it is going to be big Andrei Gorin, the skipper. Now it's popped up of Pristavica.
Say, still advantage. Jumping across.
Advantage still being played. Oh, and they might have just tiptoed their way through the middle. Nicola Onotu is Romania's 2nd try scorer. And on his 12th cap, as he put them back in enough touching distance for them to chase down Portugal in the remainder of this match.
Well, if it was going to be anyone, it would be him. What a wonderful line, right back at it. You know, as a defender, if people go lateral, you have to match it. But the way he went back at the ball, it's almost like an old-fashioned gut pass right into the stomach. And he's been looking threatening when he's got it. That is a great finish.
Melinte knocks over the conversion.
Jumping across on the line out. Yeah.
Romania's 2nd try and converted brings them to within 6 points. Portugal 27, Romania 21. 5 minutes remaining of the match. Big moments these for Portugal. Daniel Ply sticks it deep, wants to encourage Romania to have to come from right on their own goal line. That's an excellent clearance.
5 minutes! Yeah, please. Red, quickly! Quickly, please!
Portugal losing out to Georgia last week.
Please come in!
Romania losing to Russia. It was a 22-11 win to Portugal in this game a year ago. Santos goes back towards the touchline. It's there for Marks. Kept it up for Tadjer. The Romanian defensive line is doing its job. It's driving Portugal back while they have possession.
No arms tackle. 20.
It was for a moment it was an effective shot tackle, but there were no arms.
We actually saw a little bit of that first half where it was probably a little bit fortuitous in the tackle. You see, as soon as you're looking down, almost fit into the ground before you can wrap, you're never going to get away with that. You could tell this tactic from the Portuguese, very astute, just one-man pass, get with the support, keep it nice and tight, and it's worked an absolute beauty. Kick down to the Romanian territory now, and they know they can keep this ball so tight.
3 minutes.
It'll frustrate Andy Robinson, no doubt, having seen his team and the line speed that he would have coached them in, putting on that pressure to Portugal, and the penalty and the indiscipline being the reason that Portugal are able to get yards out of them by kicking into the corner. In from Tadjer, it's another loose one over the top. Romania will clear it up. Fade away from Rupanu. Have they got some room out here? Malinte wants it. Oh, it's loose. And the ball ends up being fly hacked into touch.
Well, this is where your experience needs to show his players. The ball on the floor, kicked out by the Romanian backs, but it comes down to the set piece again. Nobody competing against you, and the ball is overthrown at the back. Just stick to the front, keep it nice and tight, and see off the end of this game. The Portuguese making hard work of this.
Time back on.
I have a suggestion that Jose Lima's hand in the tackle might have knocked that ball. It wasn't clear. He certainly had the benefit of several looks while replay. Another Portugal line out goes the way of Romania, and this time they'll get a penalty.
19.
I feel like
2 minutes
some sort
remaining
of
on the clock.
context.
Portugal at the moment in position for a memorable win. Romania in touch with a losing bonus.
Another lost line out. Just a comparison of the level above this is in the Six Nations. Wales sitting pretty because they've got a 96% line out and a 100% scrum success rate, and that's the difference.
White here, please.
Kojakaru.
Okay, it's a tackle.
Okay. Replies. Romania came upfield.
No. Advantage.
A new advantage for Romania. Portugal's discipline could now be becoming a problem for themselves. They won't mind conceding 1 3-pointer, but 2 could prove troublesome. A try would be disastrous for the effort they've put in. But Romania are fighting for everything here. Dumitru goes looking.
19,
now the referee wants a word with Portugal.
Captain and 19.
This is self-capitulation of the highest order.
You collapse the ball deliberately. It's a cynical infringement. Yellow.
Oh, they're down to 14 now, Portugal. It is their 3rd yellow card.
Okay. Le temps? Yeah, it's here.
An influential man as well, Dos
19,
Santos.
collapsing more. 40 seconds, tu m'as dit, c'est ça? 40 seconds.
Into the corner go Romania. The second half could be finishing in similar fashion to the first, but the Romanians will want a very different outcome.
40 seconds.
We were a good 3-4 minutes beyond time being up in the first half. But in the second, Romania looking for the try and conversion that might win them the game. They get the try. Huge celebration from Romania. The ball is down and over the line.
It's finished after. Au niveau du temps.
Third try of the match. And it's going to be the conversion to win it.
And what a romantic day this could be. Incredible to manage to pass 1,000 points. This game can have the chance to steal it at the very end. I mean, incredible effort from these big men up front. But they've had no right to get back in this game. And even just 2 minutes before the end, Portugal looking pretty in their own territory. Now, this is huge.
Lionel Melinte on his 12th cap for Romania, and some can barely look, to win the match. It's through the upright. The flags are raised. Romania have put a memorable victory, but it looked for all the money like it was going to be Portugal who would make history. Instead, it's a 22nd victory for Romania over Portugal. They make it 7 wins in 8 games against the Wolves and avenge last year's defeat with the very last kick of the game. Extraordinary scenes.
Merci. Merci les gars. Thank you so much.
Look what it means to the Oaks. The result will mean that Portugal drop 3 places to 24th in the world rankings. But for Andy Robinson's side, they just had to keep believing, keep working, keep allowing the forwards' effort to do the job. And they pulled off victory by a single point to bag their first win in the Rugby Europe Championship. But look at the faces on the Portuguese. Three tries for Portugal from the likes of Dani Antunes, Portela and Rafael Storti. And at that point, with Marques's conversion, they pulled out to a 13-point lead. But second half tries for Romania from Savin, from Onotu, and then the big forwards drive at the end. A nerveless kick from Lionel Melinte. What a finish we've been witness to.
Well, I'm sure there'll be huge lessons for both teams here, both in terms of celebrating those successes, but how to see out a game. What drama at the end. What an enjoyable game.
Fabulous scenes for Romania. They have avenged the loss last year. You have to feel for Portugal that their indiscipline did creep into their own downfall in the final few minutes. They will learn from this. And Rob Vickerman, it hurts at the top, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, these games decided in those last minutes, but really was.
Don't forget, if you're interested in watching the second game of the weekend in the Rugby Europe Championship, well, Spain will be taking on Georgia. It is a Central European time kickoff of 12:45. It's 11:45 GMT. Spain against Georgia. That's with Simon Ward and Philip Atatiat tomorrow. Romania's next match will be against Spain next Saturday.
Officially 1,000 points.
Russia, Georgia that day to enjoy as well. Portugal will wait until the week after for that local derby against Spain. But a hugely entertaining match finishes with 1 point between the two sides. Stay tuned to our live stream if you'd like to see some of the reaction and interviews. But for now, from Rob Vickerman and from me, Nick, it finishes at the Jamor National Stadium. Portugal 27, Romania 28.
Hey, stay calm.
Andrei, Gorciaia, Corin. Repede la droga conversi. Bravo Tudor.
Está pronto? Só podemos arrancar, carro. Ok, vamos embora. A difficult game. I think wonderful for you to get the win in the last minute.
Da, a fost un meci foarte greu. Portugalia a jucat probabil meciul lor, au jucat foarte bine unde mă așteptam să joace, pe 3 sferturi, să fie buni la ceea ce fac. Noi am demonstrat că suntem o echipă până în ultimul minut și am câștigat meciul ăsta foarte, foarte greu.
And now, looking for the second place, well, Georgia, I think that maybe the first place is for Georgia, but your main goal right now it's a second place?
We take game of game, o să luăm joc după joc. Nu o să știm cum o să se deruleze tot campionatul, campania. Avem 2 ani, avem meciuri foarte multe, dar noi trebuie să devenim din ce în ce mai buni, să arătăm o imagine mult mai bună decât am arătat astăzi, să fim probabil mult mai controlați pe jocul nostru și să, bineînțeles, să ne calificăm la Cupa Mondială.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I understand almost everything.
I've won those games and I've lost those games, so I know how he feels. So if you want to...
No problem. Let's go. What can we say about this game in the last minute? Do you think it's a fair win?
It's one of those where I've been involved in games of rugby exactly like that, and I've lost those games a couple of times, one with Scotland when I was coaching Bristol, and it's a horrible feeling as a coach to be in a position that you're in and to lose, and I really feel for the Portugal team. However, a game of rugby is for 80 minutes, and we had an opportunity last week which we didn't take, and this week we took the opportunity, and that's how close these games of rugby are. I felt we had dominance in terms of our maul and scrum power, but we didn't convert it in the first half, and I like the way Portugal played. Yeah, their backs attacked so well, and they took 3 really good tries. So it was a contrast of styles, and fair play to Portugal in the way they play the game, because it's super exciting, very accurate in what they do.
Okay, thank you. That's enough for me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Your attacking game was excellent. So well done.
Okay,
Really
thanks.
impressed.
Go, Patrice.
I've told my boys to stop celebrating as well.
Thanks.
Hello, Patrice. We have an expression in Portugal, Tomás knows it, which is morrer na praia, die on the beach. It was exactly today what happened. How can you describe this game? It's fair, it's not fair in your opinion?
No. But, when you don't have the balls in the line out, when you don't have your own balls, you can't win. It was the same problem, same mistakes as last week. I thought we would do better. We are good when we have the ball to attack. We scored. We did very good things, but we don't have enough balls. Just can't. Just keeping defending on the malls. And, no. We should have had some balls, some more balls, and then we should win that game. It's impossible to lose that way. For me, it's.
How can you explain it? We had Portugal had two or three opportunities.
We were not clever. We had the ball in our hands. Sometime I don't understand how we couldn't catch this ball. We had just the ball in the hands, and we missed that. They work a lot on that, but.
Okay, thank you, Patrice. Sorry. No problem. Tomás, acredito que custe desta forma perder o jogo. Eu estava a dizer ao Patrice, de certa forma, usar uma expressão que nós usamos muito aqui em Portugal, que é morrer na praia.
Acho que concordo, sim, acho que foi isso. Quando estamos a falar de um apuramento para o Mundial, não interessa aqui quem joga o melhor rugby, não interessa, nada disso interessa, o que interessa são vitórias e nós hoje, sinceramente, não tivemos ao nível. Tínhamos muita coisa a corrigir do fim de semana passado e pelos vistos hoje não fomos capazes de o fazer, especialmente no fim do jogo. É isso, temos de uma semana agora para resolver muita coisa e depois o jogo com a Espanha.
Houve ali vários momentos em que estivemos tão perto da linha de ensaio romena, com alinhamentos acabámos por não os conquistar. Foi isso que fez a diferença?
Eu acho que isso foi sem dúvida um dos pontos fundamentais. Acho que temos de aprender a ter cabeça fria e especialmente nesses momentos saber acalmar o jogo e perceber o que é que temos à frente e hoje não sabemos fazê-lo.
Em relação à linha de 3/4, hoje muito bem, jogando mais à mão quando houve a oportunidade para isso e capitalizando aí também aquilo que é o forte também do nosso jogo, não é?
Exato. Portugal sempre, eu já disse isto há umas semanas, mas e hoje voltámos a provar que o que eu disse estava errado, mas Portugal não pode ser só conhecida como uma equipa que joga muito bem em 3/4. Tem de ter um equilíbrio nos avançados e o rugby é muito isso, é um equilíbrio entre avançados e 3/4 e nós não podemos estar constantemente a depender dos 3/4 para ganhar o jogo, porque a este nível não chega.
Mas obrigado.
Tá, obrigado.
More! Same more! Hands on the floor! He's tackling! No, sir! No, sir! He's tackling! No, sir! No, sir!
Still advantage. Jumping across. Stay. Still advantage. Jumping across. Jumping across. Try. More! Merci les gars. Merci les gars.
Falta um passando, certo?